Hey, good morning. Estate Soft Wash here. Today we're doing exterior window cleaning with the new Zero Destroyer 60-foot commercial grade exterior water-fed pole pure water window cleaning system. This is the building here. It wraps all the way around and goes way down that road. Today we're going to try some finesse technique. Start at the very top, do all the top row, scrubbing and rinsing, and then we'll come down, do the same thing, go over, scrubbing and rinsing, come down, do the next section, go over, scrubbing and rinsing. When we rinse, all the dirt will be trapped by the water. It'll rinse down. It'll look nice and clean afterwards. These windows are pretty clean already, but this is just for maintenance. So if you need your windows clean, we got a nice new pole. It'll go way up in the air. Give us a call, 434-962-1631. Estate Soft Wash, Charlottesville, Virginia. Thanks, guys.
Rinsing is key, and after that we drop down to the next section below, and then we go left to right or right to left, either way. Scrub dub, and then rinsing. Rinsing is definitely key. So we're still washing top down, but we're going left to right or vice versa in a row, essentially. And that makes it so when we rinse, it all comes down with gravity. Gravity is our friend. It looks super good at the end. So a little bit slow, a little bit tedious. The hardest part of this is, you know, there's a little bit of physical activity. This pole's not very heavy at all. If you do it too long and you're not swapping out, you'll get blisters, but it's not heavy, it's not super hard. Definitely a bicep workout though. I would say the hardest part of this thing is just setting up the poles and the pole length sections and getting the sections really dialed in and everything in tune so that your equipment is doing the work for you, right? You're getting the work done, working smarter, not harder. So that's what we're trying to do today. If you have a commercial building like this is the downtown dairy market here in Charlottesville. A lot of business and a lot of stuff going on here. If you have a building like this with large glass, big glass panes, we can do it, we can reach it, we can clean it with this.
What's the best method of going about cleaning a window at this height?
Windows like these, you want to like address the cleanliness, the state of how dirty it is when you get to the job. These windows are not super duper dirty. This is just like maintenance. This is like routine contract maintenance window cleaning. You know, I would recommend like at least quarterly window cleaning. Something like that, with these windows, you can get away with using a water-fed pole system, which is what we're using today. But for windows like this, that are already pretty clean, you can use a water-fed pole and get away with it. But is the water in your tank clean? Like, is it gonna dry clean? That is a very important question. Before I began this job, last night, for example, I put 100 pounds of DI resin in my 2 tanks. I have brand new resin. I know the water's getting, it's filtering, and when it dries, it's not gonna be all spotty and streaky. That's a very important part, because if you're gonna come out and do a huge job like this, and you clean the windows, and then you're like, well, that was really hard work, or that went well, or I'm glad that's over. No matter what, you want it to dry well. Because otherwise you're just doing work that you're either not going to get paid for, or it's going to be really bad, or you're going to have to redo it. Here I've kind of shortened my pole a little bit, so like I was saying, do the top down, do it in layers, right? Definitely do that in the highest glass first, but at a certain point you can start to shorten up your segments of pole, and you can do like 2 sections at a time. You can get away with that.
Carter, why would you want to get one of these instead of, say, doing the old-fashioned way and using the scaffolding method from the top down?
It's going to save your business a lot of money. If we have to rent a lift or scaffolding equipment, the job is going to go up by 2, 3, 4 times instantly. Also, safety. This is a much safer way to clean windows. As you can see, I can do this one-handed on the ground. You want to apply some pressure, but not too much pressure. Yeah, so if you're a client, you will save money by hiring Estate Soft Wash, and you can clean them from the ground safely. And we have 2 of these systems. we can do it quickly as well. We can do it as a team and get it done quickly, efficiently, safely, and put you on a maintenance plan, you know, on the calendar, so that every quarter you come out, clean the windows, and we'll keep them looking nice throughout the year, instead of having to come out and work all damn day to clean some super dirty windows. It's harder for us to do it all in one day like that without having done it at all that year. The first time's always going to be a little bit harder. There's a learning curve. Which windows should we clean first? These are all things that you kind of learn how to do as you go. These water fed poles are great, they really are. This is a form of like light cleaning, light washing, window cleaning. This is not soft washing. We're not relying on a blended mixture, if you will, of chemicals. So we're not using any bleach or detergent or Windex or anything of that nature unless we have to. This is a pure water window cleaning system. The advantage of that is it's much faster, it's much safer. You're relying on elbow grease and purified water and, you know, special hairs on the bristles of the brush. Like this brush is made out of mostly boar's head hair and another type of bristle, which works great for window cleaning. And so what we do is we're just scrubbing it, and water is coming out of 4 tips on this 20-inch brush. And so we're scrubbing it, we're getting it wet, we're working with gravity, everything's falling down to the ground. Write down the quantity, the volumetric quantity of scuba tank, water fed pole, filtering tanks that you have. If you're using resin, if you're not using a filter that you're like interchanging and, you know, buying a new filter and putting a new filter in, if you're using resin like we're using, you just need to make sure that you put fresh resin in every so often. I put recurring events on my calendar, so I get notified after X many days, and then I just Amazon Prime it, and we get new resin, and we just pop it in the tank, and we're good to go.